One. There we go. So welcome back to another commentary. This is thanks to Jamroll. Wanted us to do a commentary since it was the anniversary of Die Hard 2. Die Hard, 35 years ago. It came out November, forget the date now.
July.
Oh, July. Okay, there we go. Well, it's still the 35th anniversary still, so but thanks for taking your time to be here. I really appreciate it. This would be a lot of fun.
No problem at all.
So real quickly, shout out to people in the chat, Richard, Silverwings, and Josh. Hope everyone's doing well on this night. But yeah, once again, Jarmo, whenever you see this, thank you for that. And just great to chat with Fabio once again, do a commentary on an underrated sequel. I honestly never knew this sequel got crap when I was a kid. I was just always a bit confused. I just assumed people liked it because I liked it as well, but
yeah, I always knew people didn't like it, and I'm like, why? They're like, well, it's it's the same as the first. I'm like, well, that was the point. I mean, what were you expecting McClane to do? Like, go out for ice cream and frolic in the flowers? I mean, it's a Die Hard movie. It's one central location over a course of a night, and that's the whole point. I guess they missed the point. That's the other thing I love about when people complain about sequels. Well, it's the same. Well, what were you expecting? I mean, again, I know we talked last time, but Under Siege 2, now all of a sudden people hate Under Siege 2. What did you want? I mean, for Steven Seagal to like go swimming and like punch dolphins or something? I mean, what were you expecting? It's an Under Siege movie.
now I kind of want to see him punch dolphins, punch Flipper in the face.
Well, Family Guy did that. They made fun of him. He was like fighting the seals or something. I remember that. Not that I care about Family Guy. I just remember that for some reason.
Behind other people in the chat, hey, Jeremy, no problem, man. Thank you. He says, thanks for doing this for me. No, thank you. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it. And hope Samuel, Nip B, Chaz, Clayton, hello, everyone. Yeah, I mean, this is a sequel that's always been fun. It does a job well. It knows what it is. It even references how to the same shit happened to the same guy twice. So it knows about that, what people would complain about. It's self-referential in that way.
I don't understand the complaints though. I remember a guy when A Good Day to Die Hard came out. This guy told me, he's like, "Well, at least Die Hard 2 is not the worst Die Hard movie anymore." I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like Bruce Willis stabs a guy in the eye with an icicle. What more could you want? Like, come on.
How would I rank this in the Die Hard franchise? Because I like the first 4.
Yeah, fuck Die Hard 5. I would honestly, I'll probably put this at 2. I would say Die Hard with a Vengeance and then this one. I know. I didn't say the first one. I know the world's gonna end. I didn't say the first.
I'll think about that, Gerald, because I love all 4 films a lot, so I'll think about that.
And actually, this made more money than the first one.
That's true. And it got 2 thumbs up from Sister Lieber, while the first one did not for stupid reasons.
No, I never read the book.
58 minutes, yeah.
I never read the book. Or Nothing Lasts Forever, which the first one was based on. I never read those. Not that honestly, because they're nothing like the movies. So why would I want to read them?
Nah, Samuel, I mean, I like Predator 2 more than this, but it's still a solid sequel. And fuck Predator Badlands. Just want to put that out there. Fuck all the shit I've heard. Goddamn Predator having daddy issues and crying like a bitch in Heat, and some android won't shut the fuck up.
I want to see it.
Fucking.
I want to see the rant. I don't care about the movie.
That movie looks like dog shit, and people are like, oh my god, best movie ever.
It didn't make any money. It, I mean, if you look at it as of now, it flopped because it cost like 80 million to make, and it didn't even get half of that. I don't think. But it's so good. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
it costs 105 million to make, and then it's only made 80. But I think in America it only made like 40. And apparently the power loader's in it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's only made as of 2 days ago. It's only made 49 in America on a budget of 105. Yeah, it's not gonna break even. It's no.
Yeah.
People don't care. Just like the Running Man. Apparently, the Running Man is projected to be a flop. Of course, it is.
Yeah, Nippy, I did hear from Uncle Bill. He says, because he was busy with moving, he'll try to send the movie out this week that you bought. So whether he does or not, I don't know, because I'm not his keeper. It's not my time to watch him. But he says he will this week. And no, Josh, we have not started the movie yet. We're just I'm just talking to the chat for a bit before we start. And yeah, 35th anniversary of Adventures of Ford Fairlane. I didn't think about that. Otherwise, I would have thought of something.
They came out a month apart.
Yeah. And Sally, I have the Blu-ray, but you can't even find the Blu-ray anymore.
No, there's a German one that came out that actually has all the features, but it's expensive. And then you got to pay the shipping and everything. Don't even get me started about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, Drew. Derailed was a fucking terrible movie, and that was the shitty version of Under Siege 2.
Yes. And yes, Fabio, I'll get a star for you. The shipping, especially like from Retro Gold. I was talking with Stuntman Mark the other night. We were looking at Life After Fighting, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get." I'm like, "It's gonna be a lot." And he's like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "It's $80 to send this."
That's what I told him.
Yeah. Then like he's like, "I got this thing months before, and it was like not even half of that or something." I'm like, "Yep."
They're on. You can find them on eBay, but it's the regular Blu-ray case. It's not the Digibook, and they're way cheaper.
But there's no reason why it should be 80.
Oh no, I wholeheartedly agree. That's why I didn't even buy it. I didn't buy Street Night from them because I'm not paying $80 for shipping. You're crazy.
I said fuck it. I did. Well, I couldn't buy, so I gave Mark the money. I was like, I'll get it just because I love the film, and I don't buy shit anyway. Just fuck all these movies.
I agree.
But
you go to Walmart, most of these you've never even heard of. What the hell is this?
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie. That's very true. And hey there, Austin.
Despite what Bruce Willis says.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie. Both of them. And Cutthroat Island, I have to watch again.
Haven't seen Cutthroat Island. And I mean, I don't think the last time I watched it, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but it's not great. But hey, what's up, John? But the making of is way more interesting. And I did not know this until recently. Arnold Schwarzenegger, part of the budget of Cutthroat Island went to him because he had a pay or play deal for Crusade. And since Crusade didn't get made and they took the budget for that and gave it to Cutthroat Island, he got a piece of it. I did not know that until recently.
But hey there, John. I hope you're doing well, man. Real quick, like John, thank you for the request on that Deus Ex game, the 2 parts. It was fun to play. I hope your UPS job is doing well. I know you recently got that. I hope it's all working out for you, man. And hope you're doing well, John. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Sorry, sinuses fucking acting up.
Right, it's
but
same with me because the weather decided it wanted to get really cold really quickly here. So,
but we are paused at the beginning for those who do want to follow along. We have not started the movie yet. It's a little over 2 hours, so we'll just started pretty well. We'll just start about now. Is everything going okay in your end? I know the Blu-ray player was acting up a
Oh
bit.
yeah, it's good now. I stopped the disc and then started it back up. It's all synced up. Just I don't know why it did that because I watched two movies before and it was fine, and then it all of a sudden wanted to start acting up.
Real quickly, what were the two movies you watched?
The Untouchables and The Hunt for Red October,
Ah,
because
yeah.
I figured fuck it, since Sean Connery would have been 95 if he was still alive. I did a little, still doing a little Sean Connery marathon.
Very cool.
I said, why not?
Outland, that's a good one.
Oh, I watched that yesterday. I watched that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I
But
do
we're
want to get that 4K because I think there's a new interview with Peter Hyams, so I do want to check that out.
yeah, and someone I know got it. He said that Peter Hyams talked good about the film. That he's proud of the film, as he should. But yeah, pause at the beginning. I'll count down from 3. And for those who want to follow along, or if you see this after the fact, you want to follow along still, after 1, feel free to press play. So 3, 2, 1, pressing play. And we got the Fox logo. And you've seen Prison, right, with Rennie Harlan? That one?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's worth a look. That's a pretty good with Viggo Mortensen.
That got him Elm Street.
Yeah, that's a good one. And yeah, Fox no longer anymore.
Yeah, Austin. I had those. I had that box set for a long time.
Yeah, me too. The 5-star collection DVD I had of Die Hard 1, 2, and 3.
I got it for like $20 or something. Those were great additions when Fox actually gave a shit about their catalog titles.
And here's a Bullock from Batman the Animated Series, Costanzo.
Yep, Bobby Costanzo. He was same year actually. He was Arnold's buddy in Total Recall.
That's right. Recall, recall, recall.
You blabbed about Mars, Quaid.
Yeah, there's no Die Hard subtitle. It was all in the marketing, though. But
Right.
just they felt they didn't need it in the movie. Hey, they're
I
chopsticks, and
still I still
yeah,
put Die Hard 2 Die Harder though, because why not?
and hey, they're Motionless Zombie. Hope you're doing well. And hey, they're Dens. But back when films actually looked like films, I know beat this to I beat this point to death, but the way films look nowadays are so digital and so cleaned up. They just don't look like films to me. Number one, because they're not shot on film, but still, it just with the color, the look of it, it looks better to me. I don't know how else to put it. It looks more real, and I don't know how to put it.
35 millimeter, baby.
Yeah,
And it's also the lighting and everything too, because now it's just most of it they just do it in post production. It's all digital and it sucks. But I forget what video it was you did recently. You're like, everybody thinks it's easy to make a movie, and then they realize how hard it is, and that's why everything sucks. I'm like, well, you're not wrong about that.
I don't know if it was Leprechaun the beginning or it was one of those cheap movies. I must have said it in. Just everyone makes these cheap ass movies.
Now the little Easter egg, it said Valverde, which of course was from Commando. And
I
that
hear.
this is how I want to meet Bill Sadler, is him naked doing karate.
I mean, if you want to sell a guy being crazy, there's one way to do it.
I think this was his idea, though. I don't think it was in the script. I think he came up with this, and they said, "All right, let's do it," and that's how it ended in the movie.
I also like, let me show how in shape I am.
I mean, that could have been a reason too. It's like I got in shape for this movie, and I don't get to show it off. Like I get it.
But yeah, like you mentioned, Valverde reference to Commando, and then I forget the general's name. He's a guy.
Esperanza is the name.
No, I'm trying to think of the actor's name.
Oh, Franco Nero.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course, from
the original Django,
exactly.
and Enter the Ninja and John Wick 2. You get Robert Patrick before Terminator 2. He's one of
Exactly.
the, yep. The dude next to um, Bill Sadler is Don Harvey. He was in The Untouchables that I watched earlier. He's in a bunch of stuff. He was in Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis the next year. Von D. Curtis Hall, who's in a bunch of movies. Unfortunately, John Leguizamo. Remember these folks? Remember payphones?
Yeah. Just like beepers, which I never had one.
I never had a beeper either, but I remember my dad had one. Yeah, Austin. They actually, before Disney bought out Fox, they did do a 4K of this, but it never came out because they got bought out. They also did Fight Club and a bunch of other movies, but they never ended up coming out. And then it might still be here on YouTube. Apparently, clips leaked out of the Star Wars movies 4K stuff. I did see that. I don't know if it's still here on YouTube or not.
Hmm.
It was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I used a rotary phone back in the day on the farm. You had to wait for the thing to roll
Yep.
back up before you dial again.
Give a kid a rotary phone. Tell them how to use it. How do I make a call?
Yeah.
What? Make a call.
Of course, we have Bedelia back from the first one, as well as we'll see later Thornton, the asshole reporter. Later, he's also on the. And oh, there you go. I didn't even notice the Lethal Weapon
The ad
cover.
for Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon 2. Yeah. Bonnie Bedelia, aka Macaulay Culkin's aunt.
Yeah.
Nick B, I do like A History of Violence. That was the last major movie to come out on VHS in America.
I would assume, would the first time you saw this would be on VHS or cable?
No, TV. I remember there was a period of time where this was like never not on TV. It's like every weekend it was always this one for some reason. I don't know how I remember all this shit, but I remember when my ear first got jacked up. This was one of the movies that was on cable or regular TV, and I remember like turning the volume up all the way because I couldn't hear it. That's when I first started having trouble with my ear. I don't know how the fuck I remember that, but
So was it the edited version you saw then? If he's first on TV?
absolutely.
So
I
it's
love
Mr. Falcon?
I love the TV version of this movie. They have a guy that sounds nothing like Bruce Willis doing his dubbing. I love the Mr. Falcon cut. I have it over here somewhere. I have when they showed it with the commercials and everything. I don't care. They don't. That's the thing. They don't do that anymore. They either show it uncut or they just mute it. Like they don't want to spend the money to dub the dialogue anymore. I love back in the day watching movies on TV and just hear how bad the dubbing was.
Yeah, the RoboCop. Why me? Why me? Instead of fuck me.
Yeah.
In the grocery store, the store.
Your boss is a jerk. You're a jerk. But he said scumbag. Like, why would they cut out scumbag? That never made any sense to me. Scumbag isn't a bad word.
But I actually really like the idea of the film that it all takes place in an airport, which they wouldn't do a whole lot of that nowadays. It just too many safety restrictions, all the stuff
Yeah.
before because 9/11 and afterwards. I think the last time I saw that was the sequel to One Shot with Scott
Yeah.
Adkins.
One
That was
more
in the
shot.
airport, which I
One.
did hear there's a third one. They're
Yeah. Apparently, Dolph Lundgren's supposed to be in it.
very cool. Hey there, Tim. Love Die Hard 2, one of my favorite sequels. And thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Yep, the Die Hard Trilogy Metal VHS box set. I remember those. I didn't own that one, but I do remember that advertised.
Well, I guess we're twins then, Chaz. Well, Antonio Hollywood's been in the dumb category for a while. Now the dude in the middle is John Castletoe. Unfortunately, he passed away. But he was in a bunch of movies. He was on The Sopranos. He was the boyfriend in Kazam with Shaq. He was the mom. He was the firefighter. He was the mom's boyfriend. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, he passed away a number of years ago, and he took his own life, sadly.
Hmm.
But yes, God loves the infantry. I'm well aware.
So, how do you feel of Rennie Harlan as a director? I always thought he was kind of a bit underrated. He has I mean, maybe not lately, other than I like Skip Trace, but especially his older films, I think there's a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, and also Bruce Willis smoking indoors. I'm
Especially
old
near
enough.
an airport, yeah.
Right, exactly. I'm old enough to remember when you were allowed to smoke indoors. I was always a huge fan of Rennie Harlan, whether it's this or Cliffhanger. Long Kiss Goodnight is really underrated. Ford Fairlane, Elm Street 4. I even like Mindhunters, which unfortunately that movie got screwed with. Um, by the
That's a
time
good one.
by the time it came out, nobody knew what it was, and they just dumped it on DVD. But it's actually a pretty damn good movie, at least in my book. But yeah, I always felt he was underrated. Really solid director. Always gets some good shots in. He knows what he's doing, and he's made some pretty successful. Like this was a huge hit when it came out. Like I said, it made more than the first. Cliffhanger was a big deal, and then Cutthroat Island kind of killed him off for a bit, sadly, because it was more the backstory and the making of that movie, and it killed the studio. Well, the studio killed itself.
Yeah,
Cutthroat Island was just the last nail in the coffin.
that's true. Hey there, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. And 12 rounds, that's mainly because of John Cena, not because of Rennie Harlan. I'm not a fan of that movie.
I love that. We have a few words. You can have two: fuck and you. I don't know this lady's name that plays the reporter, but she was in House Arrest with Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know her name. Austin, it's because Robert Rodriguez brainwashed everybody into thinking that digital was better. At least that's my theory. And it's cheaper. It's easier. You know, you don't have to rent equipment, you don't have to rent cameras, and you don't have to rent film stock, and you don't have to edit and sync it and all that. In the 90s, they went digital, and that's when movies, not in this, because this is 35 millimeter, but especially after the Matrix came out, everybody wanted that digital look and this, which is funny because if you watch the 35 millimeter print of the Matrix, it looks amazing. But it's like digital's the way to go. Like, not really.
And her name is Sheila McCarthy. And the same year, she was also in Pacific Heights.
Another great movie.
And yeah, he bounced back a little bit with Deep Blue Sea, and that's another good one.
How could I forget? Another great movie. But yeah, I also think at the time, because he was married to Gina Davis, that was more, especially when Long Kiss Goodnight came out. It's like, oh, well, it's nepotism and it's this and they're married. And just like William Friedkin. How come every movie he did after he married Sherry Lansing was at Paramount? Oh, because she ran the studio. But he made some pretty damn good movies there. I can't complain. The Hunted is amazing.
And of course, we have Bruce Willis here, who, still fresh in being a star. I mean, Die Hard was just 2 years before, and he had done a few other stuff, but not a ton. Of course, the TV show Moonlighting and Blind Date, which is a fun one.
Sunset, I like that movie where he played Tom Mix, the early cowboy movie star.
Haven't seen that one. Have to see it one
It's
day.
decent. I think James Garner is Wyatt Earp, and they team up to solve like a real mystery. And Blake Edwards did it. It's not a bad movie. I like it for what it is. I think that was in between this and Die Hard. I think that came out right after Die Hard, if I'm not mistaken.
And then right after this would be The Last Boy Scout and Hudson Hawk and well, I guess the Bonfire of the Vanities was around, but not many people talk about that for reasons.
For good reasons. It's an awful movie.
And of course, sadly, Bruce Willis going through a lot of things. Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But did a lot of great work, including this film. Cool little fight here.
That's not Bruce Willis.
Yeah, you tell a bit.
That's the problem with high definition. You can see all the stunt doubles and the wires and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Back in the day, I first watched as a VHS. You're not noticing much of that.
It's all grainy. What is this, tag team? I agree. Now, of course, it's a movie because if in real life, if he would have shot that can, it would have exploded like a bomb because of the flammable
Liquids.
chemicals,
Yeah.
and then of course the ammo and everything. But I know it's a movie, but people just can't seem to understand that concept. You know, it's a movie, right? It's fantasy. I don't want realism.
It's just that when the movie's not entertaining, then you can make fun of that because it didn't do his job of entertaining, like Tron Ares, which I saw yesterday.
Nobody cares about that.
Oh, I did when I saw it yesterday. I fucking hated it. That was a
only one good
request.
Tron movie, the first one.
Yeah. That'll be a fucking rant coming for folks out there.
And again, I love the way that it's shot here. It's a lot of close-ups because it's showing you the, what's the word I'm looking for? The hell's the word I'm looking for? Claustrophobia, because that was the other thing about the first movie. It's all I like that, they do a lot of close-ups here and stuff. It can work. Not when every shot's a close-up, but here it works because you're enclosed and it's got to be, fight scenes have to be tight sometimes.
Yeah, I think they definitely wanted to have a good amount of those scenes to give you a bit of the feeling in the first. So like later on, he's in the vents when Robert Patrick and them are killing some of the other people that are trying to get to that tower. That
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
On its way to Cleveland. I love that line. There he is, Walter Peck.
William Atherton, star of Biodome. That said no to Mallrats, but yes to Biodome.
Michael Rooker killed it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was paid very well to be in Biodome.
I would hope that's the only reason he did it.
Right. It's like Jamie Kennedy said about Son of the Mask. He goes, I got 2 million reasons why I did that movie. I'm like, there you go. I'm not complaining. That's 2 million more than I have.
And while not the voice, but this character would return in another Die Hard thing called Die Hard Vendetta, which his character would appear, which was on European PS2 and on GameCube.
I like that game, but the controls are so janky. But yeah, Drew, Bill Sadler was also in Hard to Kill the same year as the bad guy. But there he was more of like a weasel bad guy. Here he was legitimate, made you like, oh, he just, well, not now, but later, oh, he's going to bring down a whole plane full of people? Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that guy. Will Ferrell, I don't know what this 6'7" trend is. I'm a 33-year-old man. I don't do trends.
Yeah, people kept asking me that in the stream. I'm like, I don't know what that is, and I don't care.
See, there he properly handed him a weapon empty, and it was racked back, so you could see that it was empty. Of course, they don't do that in movies or in real life, for that matter. the editor was probably a scumbag. That's why they cut out scumbag for the RoboCop TV cut. That's funny. I like that.
Yeah, that's true, General. Robert Patrick before this was doing quite a few films in the Philippines. I've seen some of them, including one where he had like a scene with one of those Bruce Lee imitators, Future Hunters or something.
And he worked with Richard Norton, I think, in a couple of them, and then they became good friends.
Yeah. Actually, that film was one of them because he's at the very beginning and then a few others.
Oh yeah, Chopstick. I love that it's snowing in the movie. Like that adds a layer to it, which is cool. It was a bad sign for society when they started banning smoking in public places. I mean, to an extent, yes, but if I'm at a restaurant, I don't want to sit next to somebody that's blowing cigarette smoke in my face the entire time. Just saying.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. And it's fucking Franz. Which at the time, because this was a number of years before NYPD Blue. He wasn't really. I mean, he was known, but he wasn't a big deal yet. This was way before he was a big deal.
But what does Dennis Franz think of Die Hard 2?
They're gonna shut the area down because everybody's got to watch Die Hard 2. Got a fucking reindeer flying in from the fucking petting zoo. No, I'm not watching Scream 7.
But yeah, he's a lot of fun in this. I mean, he's an antagonist, but he has a lot of energy and a lot of fun with the character that it's good to just watch him perform like this. And
fucking reindeer flying in from the fucking petting zoo. If I ever meet him, the one question how much did you get to improvise on Die Hard 2? Or was it all in the script?
No, General, I think a lot of this was filmed, I want to say in Michigan. Some was probably in a soundstage in LA, but I think Michigan is where they filmed a chunk of this.
Mm-hmm. Well, the scene later when he comes up when the plane lands, that was shot in like 8 different locations.
Yeah.
So I remember way back, FX, who used to again run the shit out of the first 3 Die Hards, they had a program. It was called, I think, DVD on TV or something along the lines. And they would just show you like the extra features and break it down. And they talked about how that scene was shot at 8 different locations. I'm like, that's nuts. Because the runway was one spot, then when the plane landed was another, and then the tunnel was one, and then when Bruce Willis comes up out of the ground, I think that was a sound stage, they said. Like,
I love that line. What sets the metal detector off first? The lead in your eyes or the shit in your brains?
Exactly. Die Hard Arcade, one of my all-time favorite video games.
That's an awesome game. Love that one.
I have it on Sega Saturn.
I have the European PS2 that has both versions.
Yeah, because they, what was it, Deca Dynamite or something like that? Yeah, they reissued it or whatever.
Yeah, because they have like one with like better graphics, but you can play the old arcade version as well. You could choose. And yeah, General, yeah, Franz was another film. I mean, one of the Psycho sequels as well.
Yeah, he was in Psycho 2. I think he was in The Package I think it was the year or two before the Andrew Davis movie. I think he was in that. Yeah, but he didn't blow up until NYPD Blue because he was on, what was that show? I think it was called Beverly Hills Bunts, where he was a cop. I think in Hill Street Blues or something. It was a spinoff, but it wasn't on long. But yeah, he didn't blow up till a couple years later. And then David Caruso fucked up. Because he wanted to be a movie star. That didn't work.
Well, his 10 years on CSI Miami, I think he made up that money
Yeah,
and then some.
I
He
think it
made
worked.
that money back.
Yes, Franco
Yeah,
Nero
yeah, McClane did call him a fat fuck. That's right.
from Enter the Ninja. The Italian guy that they wanted to just make him sound like he was from Texas. And then they
For
dubbed
some
his
reason.
voice.
But yeah, 1990, what a great year for movies. I mean, next month, Arrow Video Ninja Turtles. So I'm thinking of the first film. And Total Recall, you mentioned much earlier. This film, of course, Ford Fairlane, uh, tons of stuff. Just
Death Warrant with Van Damme, Hard to
Hard to
Kill,
Kill,
Mark for Death,
I Come in Peace.
Dick Tracy.
Yep.
When's Arrow doing that? That's what I'm looking for. Will Ferrell fuck Bruce Springsteen? He's just mad because nobody went and saw his shitty movie.
Well, Jamroll, you're asking, well, how come they waited till 95 to do a sequel? I mean, there were multiple strips throughout the years. Also, it seemed like Bruce, maybe it's just me.
He hates Die Hard.
Yeah. I don't know why. I know he's proud of the first one, but like each sequel, he's like disappointed, which I don't get. Although he said he liked Die Hard 4, but nowadays he may not. Well, I mean,
well, he said he liked it, and then after the movie came out, he said he didn't like it. And then there's the story where Kevin Smith was with him, and the guy like was in the car or whatever, was like Die Hard, and he's like, I hate those people the most. It's like, okay, but also most of the movies that he did after Die Hard didn't make any money, or they didn't make as much money. And then his career kind of floundered for a bit until he did Pulp Fiction, and it's like, okay, well now he's back in the big time. Well, let's make another Die Hard, okay? And he got paid a lot of money to do Die Hard 3.
yeah.
But I do love that they brought back
Reginald VelJohnson.
Yeah, I love that they brought it back for this scene.
And you can tell he definitely is proud of this because anytime they have something, like I mentioned Die Hard Vendetta, he does the voice of this character in that. There was another PC game, Die Hard, I forget what it was called, but it's certainly the first movie where you're in the building. It's a PC game, and he plays the character in that as well, so. It's cool that he's in here. I mean, I wish he was in it more, but I guess I don't know how you would put him in it more. But I'll admit, I think when I first saw this, I was a bit disappointed he wasn't in it a whole lot. But I mean, I've gotten over it. But
right.
I just liked him a lot. So I wish we could have seen a bit more of Sergeant Al Powell.
Yep. And then you got Fred Dalton Thompson, who was he was in before he went into politics. He was in a bunch of movies back in the day. And then the other guy is Art Evans he was the cop in Fright Night. He's in a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, they're both gone. Art Evans passed away, I think, about a year or so ago.
Yep, last year.
No, General Dennis Franz is not Italian. He looks Italian, but he's not. He's actually not.
And yeah, you mentioned Art Evans. He was also good in Metro, another movie.
Yeah. I watched that recently. Forgot he was the partner.
Yeah, great that they brought Michael Kamen back to do the story. Does another solid job like he did with the first one.
Always did a great job. One of my favorite film composers.
Rocky Royale, agree to disagree. Highly disagree. I find nothing wrong with it, so disagree. Yeah, rest in peace, Art Evans. Yeah, a lot of people, it's too bad. Just how it goes, though.
Yeah, it's like, what was I watching? Well, Hunt for Red October. Sean Connery's gone. Fred Dalton Thompson's gone. James Earl Jones is gone. Unfortunately, Jeffrey Jones is still alive, but there's nothing I can do about that. mean, I could, but I don't want to go to prison for something stupid. So
And yes, I do remember faxes. I'd never used one though, so I didn't have to deal with them.
they still, like, it's crazy. They still have them.
Really?
They still have fax machines. It's nuts.
Where do you see them at?
I see them a lot in offices.
Hmm.
A lot of
Wonder why.
offices, police stations still have them. It's crazy. I'm like, what year are they living in? That someone's gonna send you a fax.
I wonder if there's something about it being more secure than computer because you can't really
Yeah,
hack
it is.
into a
Yeah,
fax. So maybe that's why.
I
I mean,
guess.
guess if you have a backup and more secure, because you'd have to have a hacker break into it or stuff. So hey, maybe sometimes the oldie is worth the saving up. But I don't need a fucking fax machine.
Right. Yeah, I don't think any of this was actually shot at Dulles Airport. Dulles Airport is nuts because I flew there once. What I flew I think once I flew you yeah. Ain't no way you're shutting down that airport to film a movie. Are you
What
kidding me?
makes it nuts?
Because it's an international airport, so it's a hub. So it's just
I'm
everybody's flying in there and you're in DC. DC has
chaotic.
yeah, DC has 3 airports. So there you go. And then BWI is up the road a little bit. It's nuts. Getting in and out of there is a nightmare. There ain't
Yeah.
no way in hell they're shutting down. They shut the area down. Make a fucking movie. It's just not going to happen.
I know we're not there yet, but I also found it interesting because with folks, they always do different takes, alternate takes. So if you watch all the trailers, you'll see him say the line, "This is just the beginning," but it's two different takes depending on which trailer you watch. So I find that stuff interesting. There's many trailers. I mean, just the other day, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was watching that trailer, and there's stuff in that's not in the movie. It's always fascinating to look at trailers because it's before they have the finite cut of the film.
Yeah, I just watched the Ferris Bueller trailer myself, and Laura Flynn Boyle is in that because her scenes got cut out. I was like, wait a minute, I had no idea that she was supposed to be in the movie, but they cut her scenes out, and that was not John Leguizamo's voice. They dubbed his voice for some reason.
Because they don't want to hear him.
I don't disagree because he's annoying. I never liked him really as an actor, and I definitely don't like him as a human being. I do not feel bad that Steven Seagal beat him up on the set of Executive Decision. I don't feel bad about that at all. Seagal couldn't deal with it either.
Yep, that's true. Art Evans was in Tales from the Hood, another good one. Always liked Art Evans in this, though. He was always a likable character, good ally for John McClane.
I like the interview he did for You're So Cool, Brewster. He was all giddy. He was like a little kid. He's like, "Oh yeah, I loved being in Fright Night. I love when people come up to me and they talk about the movie. It's like this is great. Like I love this." I'm like, "Damn." He seemed like he was a really fun guy to be around.
I guess also, I mean, do you find much interviews with him?
No, I don't think he did many.
I think a lot of people just didn't ask him. Like,
Yeah, I guess so.
like when they did the Die Hard 2, was he interviewed? When they, I don't think so.
Don't think so.
So I
He
think
was.
you just, yeah, go ahead.
I always forget he's in Christine. He's the guy that gets killed at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
always forget about that. And then plus, going back to why didn't Die Hard 3 come out like a year? Well, they were planning on doing it, but Bruce Willis didn't want to do it.
Right.
There's interviews with him, like when they opened up Planet Hollywood, which I think was a year or two after this. He said, they want to do it, but we're having problems with the script, and they offered him all this money, and he said no. But then all the other movies he did flopped. Hudson Hawk was I don't care what anyone says. I like Hudson Hawk, but Hudson Hawk was a big flop when it came out, and that was a big deal because he had just done 2 Die Hard movies. Last Boy Scout did okay, but it came out at Christmas, which I get. It's also a Christmas movie, but people are getting killed and blown up, and his wife's cheating on. What kind of family movie is this? That's Boy Scout rules. And then he did that cartoon for a little bit, and he did some other things, but it wasn't until Pulp Fiction came out where people started paying attention to him again.
Yeah. Striking Distance, that didn't do well.
Still a good movie, at least in my
Yeah.
opinion.
No, I like the film.
But the problem with that is they gutted the movie because, they didn't like the first cut of it. But Mark Canton, you can blame him and John Peters for that because they didn't know what the hell they were doing at Sony. They nearly ran that studio into the ground.
And then he was in North, fucking movie.
The less said about that, the better. Yeah, RoboCop 2 was the same year, 1990.
That's just sad saying all these films in this year. Then you look at this year, it's the shits.
Yep. There's the line you were talking about. This is just the beginning.
Which
Yeah,
you didn't, depending which trailer you watch, you did a different one because they always do alternates.
Apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently Art Evans is in the first Death Wish. He's one of the cops in the police station. I did not know that till right now. He was in Tough Turf. Yes, he was. Downtown. Same year. Also the same year as this movie.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yep, he was in Bushwhacked. Yeah, he was in a bunch of stuff, but always really liked his work as an actor. Yeah, from what I understand, Rennie Harlan is proud of Die Hard 2, and apparently him and Bruce Willis got along very well, surprisingly, because Bruce Willis doesn't did well. It's weird because he's still alive, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody got bad about Bill Murray because Bill Murray did that interview and he was talking about him like he was dead. I'm like, well, I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but I don't think he's going to improve.
I don't know what Bill Murray said.
He did an interview and he was talking about how back in the day, before he was famous, Bruce Willis worked at NBC. He was like an assistant on Saturday Night Live. And years later, they ran into each other, and he said to Bill Murray that you and Gilda Radner were the only two people that were ever nice to me. And Bill Murray got all choked up and stuff, and he was like, he was a good guy. Like, and people were like, he's still alive. I'm like, well, I get that, but I don't think Bruce Willis' situation is going to improve.
No,
sadly. But I get where he was coming from.
Yeah. Hobble one, I don't give a flying fuck about the Running Man, so I don't. You keep asking, I don't give a fuck.
There's only one Running Man. It's Arnold. But yeah, I think they had wanted to work together again. It just never happened. But him and Bruce Willis got along because again, Bruce Willis, for whatever reason, did not get along with directors back in the day.
Hey there, John. Hope you're doing well. And
yeah, Navy SEALs, which Michael Biehn claims is his worst movie. I don't know about that.
What would be some of your favorite Bruce Willis films? That's not Die Hard.
Excluding Die Hard, I would say Last Boy Scout's my favorite. But I like Striking Distance. I like Hudson Hawk. I think it was ahead of its time. If it had come out a couple years later, it probably would have been better received. I always really like Last Man Standing. Yes, I know it's fistful of dollars, but I don't care because there's a really good cast in it, and it's Walter Hill. And apparently, Walter Hill and Bruce Willis really enjoyed working with each other as well. Fifth Element, absolutely. Hostage, I always really liked Hostage. I'm trying to think what else. Tears of the Sun, I liked. I know. Well, they say that that's possibly where his issue started because he got hit in the head with shrapnel when they were filming that movie. I don't know if there's any correlation to that, but maybe not. His cameo in Loaded Weapon 1 is one of the greatest cameos of all time. I don't care what anyone says.
That's hilarious.
When I first saw that movie as a kid, I could not stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. But yeah, that's one of the greatest cameos ever. 12 Monkeys, I always thought was cool. It's probably my favorite Terry Gilliam movie as well, even though he's a fucking psycho. I love that he was in the Beavis and Butthead movie. I always forget about that because it's just the voice, and he didn't get credited for it either. Um, but I love that. The Jackal's okay. I like it more because he's the bad guy. I don't give a fuck about Richard Gere with his fake accent. Um, but I always liked that he played a villain in that movie. Lucky Number 11 is really good. If none of you have ever seen that, go check that movie out. Mercury Rising, I like. Armageddon, I like. The Siege is good. I don't give a shit about The Sixth Sense. No disrespect, but I don't care. I don't fucking care about that movie. I like Unbreakable. Exactly. How can the same shit happen to the same guy twice? Well, 5 times, but the whole 9 yards is good. I think that's about it. I think I hit all the. Yeah. 16 Blocks. I didn't mind that one. That's the last movie Richard Donner directed, but. And then the first Red. And then after that, I gave up because that's when he went straight to video. Nobody wanted to work with him because they got tired of his attitude. That's right. In the trailer for the first Die Hard, Hans asks him, "Are you American?" And Bruce Willis says, "Only if New Jersey counts," which is funny because he's from New Jersey. Yeah, The Rookie with Clint Eastwood came out in 1990 as well, which I always liked.
Here we have Tom Bauer, another good character actor in this. He was in this John Lithgow Rob Macho film I saw recently, Distant Thunder. He was in The River's Edge.
He was the guy that owned the gun range in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's right.
He's in a lot of. Unfortunately, he passed away. I think a year or two as well.
Yeah, last year, 2024. Same with Art Evans.
I do like RoboCop 2, Nick B. I know people hate it and they say it's like the worst movie ever. I'm like, are you sure? Did you not see RoboCop 3? Or the remake? And
Yeah,
this was Cole Meany before anybody knew who he was. This was before Star Trek. This is before Under Siege.
And I always loved him in Con Air. Is that your car?
Oh yeah, great actor.
Yeah, always enjoyed him.
I love an Under Siege. I get the fucker myself.
Yeah, General. They say in the movie that he joined the police department in L.A. to be close to his wife, which I guess when they separated, he went back to New York for Die Hard 3.
Yep. Which I love.
And real quick, like Tim, this is off tangent. Yes, if you want to send the request, I'll play Batman Returns for Super Nintendo. I love that game.
Oh yeah.
Great game.
Annex Skywalker.
A little bit of an ode.
We did Die Hard with a Vengeance earlier this year. That's 30 years old this year. We did a commentary for that with Mike.
That's right.
Yes, John. Back in the day, Bruce Willis was very difficult to work with because he thought he knew everything. But he didn't. And that's why eventually it catches up to you. And that's why he started doing more straight to video movies. And the shit that he pulled with Broadway Brawler didn't help either, where he shut down the movie because he was a producer and then he was going to get sued by Disney. And they're like, nope, you're going to do 3 movies for no no, not what you're getting for a movie, and they all, two of the three ended up being huge hits. I love that line. Just once. I want a normal Christmas. Going around in a fucking tin can.
Well, I'm sure they have some kind of security with the international airport. I don't know if they have a SWAT like this, but
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
I always forget the guy, uh, the first guy that they showed. That's Mark Boone Jr., who was in John Carpenter's Vampires and Batman Begins and a bunch of. Always forget he's in this, but yeah, I love that. A sitting duck. Now they cut this scene to shit because if you, it might still be here on YouTube. I don't know, but somebody put like all of the work print scenes, and you watch it and you're like, really? They cut that out?
Why? Because of the squibs?
Yeah, because when he gets shot, that was longer. Like the blood shot out of the back of his head and everything, but we know it's not real. Like here, that you can see where they cut it. He got shot more, and they cut that out. That guy got shot more, and they cut that out too. But you watch it, you watch the uncut version, and you're like, really? Like it's a movie. It's not real.
Yeah, that was always strange to me that the ratings board would have an issue with that stuff. Like, come on now. That's ridiculous. But fuck the MPA anyway.
Oh, it's a Friday the 13th movie. We're not allowed to. Jason can only throw the woman up against the tree once, not 5 times. Oh, well, excuse me. And then Paramount, fuck Paramount, because they threw out the negatives on purpose so they couldn't do a director's cut. If I had a time machine, I'd go fix it. That's what I would do. If I had a time machine, I'd save all these movies. I wouldn't change history. I would just go save all these movies. And I know people brought it up and the scene already passed, but even as a kid, the line when Bruce Willis says it's a Glock 7, it's a porcelain gun. No, it's not. Even as a kid, I thought it was cringy because it's not true at all. First of all, there's not a Glock 7 model, and it's not porcelain, and it does show up on your X-rays because there is metal parts in it. It's not. Even as a kid, like, what the fuck are they talking about? No, it's not true at all. The fuck is this shit?
So I guess was the idea is that they just wanted to make up a gun to try to find a way to get one through.
Yeah, in the
So
script, they go into more details, and I read an interview with the guy. He was the armor on this movie, and he even thought it was ridiculous. But he said they wouldn't listen to me. They're like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, it's not. No, so they just wrote these scenes, and he's like, it was stupid, and he said, yeah, I tried to fight it, and they said no, and he's like, okay,
would there be a way to write it where maybe like if they split the gun apart and put it
yeah,
back
that would be the only
together?
way you could do it is take it apart, hide the parts in different bags and stuff, and then get it through, and then put it together. Like in, I know it wasn't similar, but in the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood, John
Yeah,
Malkovich had that gun that he put together, which I always thought that was really
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that would be the only way that it would make sense.
They guy this guy didn't think to jump over and find all the other guns on the
I
fucking
know, yeah.
ground. He's like, by the way,
Or to get off of the escalator or the whatever they call it.
plus didn't those guys who are like on the ground, they probably had guns too. Because
Yeah, you could have
they
just
ran past these
nope.
two guys. I don't run past your guns. I need to grab that one.
I
It's a
know.
movie, folks. Yeah, the bullets are probably made of metal too. So,
It's all metal.
it's all
You're
porcelain.
not you're not
Porcelain
getting it through airports. Like I remember
porcelain bullets.
yeah,
They're made of
when I was
ice.
in the army when we went overseas, obviously we didn't have to go through security and stuff, but like why are we taking weapons with us with no ammo? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's violent, but it should have been more violent because the MPA should have left it alone.
Yeah, it was, but if you watch it today in 2025, you're like, really? That's what they cut? He got shot 2 more times? Oh, he can only get shot 1. Like, I'll never forget, it's American Pie. They said that Jason Biggs thrusting the pie 3 times was too much, so they cut it to 1. Like, really? He's still doing it. Like, what difference does it make? It's the Motion Picture Association of assholes, like you always say.
Yeah.
Just they're all stupid. But it's funny because now you don't hear anything about them. Nothing gets cut now. Everything stays in, and
Terrifier.
yeah. I know it's not a movie, but Euphoria. Oh, so that's okay. But Die Hard 2 was a problem. Cliffhanger was a problem. Hard Target was a problem. Okay, whatever. Cobra was an issue.
Apparently. But yeah, the your general the model planes and stuff they all look good. I always prefer that over CG.
Well, the model that they just blew up for the Annex Skywalk, I'd
Yeah.
rather watch that than CGI.
And Jeremy, you were asking before if I had a rank, I'd probably go 1, 3, 4, then 2 for me.
I don't know why they were using a defibrillator on him. He was clearly dead. That's what I love.
We gotta do something.
He's dead. He's not coming back. Just like, not to get into this, but I've seen videos or in real life where people get shot or whatever. It's like why are you doing CPR? They're clearly dead. Like they're not coming back. So
Maybe it's one of those that if other people see it, it's like it's almost like they want to save their job. Like we tried, even though
that's what because all these cops have to wear body cameras. That's why they do it. It's a liability thing.
Yeah.
This is why I can't be a cop because I get fired because I would do my job and arrest everybody. Yeah, well, Hard Boiled Shout Factory played some fuck games on that one because they didn't make as many as they said they were going to make, and then certain sites couldn't get them. And now, if you go on eBay, they're 3 times the price because they did some fuck shit because they knew they were.
Really?
Look, they short stocked the company. Yeah, because I think it was maybe no. Orbit said that they weren't getting any because they didn't make enough for them. And a couple other sites said the same thing. And then I think Amazon was already out of stock, and it's like, okay, whatever. But they did that shit on purpose.
I mean, I don't know if it's true. I heard there was issues with the subtitles.
Probably. What else is new?
That's why I didn't get. I'll wait till Arrow Video.
Exactly, because Arrow will put all the features overseas and stuff too.
God, look at that phone.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Now it's funny because he says "blow me" in the Die Hard trilogy game. When you play the Die Hard 2 scenario, he keeps saying that. And as a kid, I didn't know what it meant. I would tell people that all the time, and then I get yelled at.
That's a fun game, Die Hard Trilogy. That's a fun one.
Absolutely.
Die Hard 2 being if you had the gun, you could use it. Better rail shooter than Rambo fucking PS3, I'll say that.
God, your playthrough was hilarious, though.
Oh, thank you. You saw it?
Yeah.
It fucking sucked, that game.
Oh, how could I forget? Yeah. He did do the Death Wish remake, which I did like. Well, it's because Shout Factory sold the company because they were in the red because they weren't making any money because all they did was just re-release shit that people already had. You can't make any money that way. So they cut their losses early and they sold it off.
Maybe don't release Creep Show 3 and RoboCop remake and fucking
and Venomous and the Crow Salvation.
and Voyage of the Demeter and all this shit. Now here we did a very memorable scene because I mean, bad guys in Die Hard films do a lot of evil. This is probably the most evil thing
Oh
a
yeah,
bad guy's ever done.
yes.
So it makes his villain much more hateable and memorable. Did you see like there's a little girl and the doll, and then he finds the doll in the wreckage, and that's evil. Like you don't have bad guys like that. They always got to be sympathetic, or they can't be too evil, or just
No, they're the villain. That's the entire point. What do you not understand about this? Thanos, I'm not supposed to feel bad for Thanos. No, I want him to get the shit kicked out of him. That's the point. Come on.
Yep, Bruce Willis did do the Apocalypse game. I have it. Uh, the thing about that game, long story short, it was supposed to be you playing with. It's your character, then Bruce Willis is your sidekick. But then later on, they're like, "Well, you should be playing as Bruce Willis." But then it was late in the game; they had to cut shit out, so that's why the game is a bit wonky. And I will bet that the ending was not what it was supposed to be. I bet you were supposed to fight possessed Bruce Willis, but because they cut that out, that's why the ending's like this downbeat.
Right.
I lost, but I won. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then he lost interest in the project as well because I think he left.
They turned him back, yeah.
No, Die Hard with a Vengeance was not a rapid fire sequel. It was being developed with Brandon Lee in mind as the sidekick. But because Brandon died, obviously that didn't happen. Yeah. Die Hard 3 was never Die Hard 3 was not Die Hard. Die Hard 3 was a different script. And they changed it into a Die Hard movie. But it was never going to be rapid fire to Brandon Lee was going to be the sidekick because they wanted like an Asian sidekick for some reason. Yeah, it was a completely different movie, and then they
want a short round.
Yeah, then they rewrote it to be a Die Hard sequel. And then originally Zeus was a woman, and Angela Bassett was going to do it, and then they changed it to a guy.
It was going to be Lawrence Fishburne,
and he still got paid because they had a handshake agreement. He still got paid.
So yeah, it's going to be Lawrence Fishburne. Then you got Samuel Jackson, pretty much because of Pulp Fiction, I think.
Yeah, because Pulp Fiction had just come out, and Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson were the same movie, but they don't have any scenes in Pulp Fiction together. Die Hard with a Vengeance was the third movie that they were in together, but it was the first one that they had scenes.
We gotcha. That's coming up, but yeah,
well, I appreciate it, Movie TV. I'm glad that you have that video. One day they'll all come back. Don't worry. Eventually. I'm going to hire Nicolas Cage to break into YouTube and restore my account. And this is all model work. I love it. It's all for real. The MPA run by soccer moms. I mean, pretty much, because that documentary, this film is not yet rated. It might still be here on YouTube. That's basically what they found out. Like they hired private investigators and they found out like it was just a bunch of people and they lied because they said, well, they all have kids. They found out all their kids were adults. Oh, this is so stupid. Motherfucker. I agree. Yeah, if I had a time machine to go back to 1990, Matt, just all good movies for the most part. I'd be in the theater every weekend, and it was cheaper. Tickets were like what, $4? You could actually afford to go to a movie and have change left over.
Nah, Jammerall didn't see it.
I liked it. I don't know why, but I like that he said unmolested. I don't know why I find that funny.
Uh, since we've had, well, to me, there's only 4 Die Hard films.
I agree.
Is there a script that you've heard throughout the years or direction that you would like to have seen Die Hard go in? That I would have been interested in this or that.
It would have made a hell of a lot more sense to do a Die Hard sequel on a cruise ship instead of Speed 2, but that's just me. um, I know they had one idea. They were going to do a Die Hard 6 and they were going to have it take place in Tokyo, like at the Nakatomi there, and like McClane was going to get this award, and then they were going to take it. Like that would have been a really cool concept, but unfortunately it never happened. I would have rather have had that instead of Die Hard in Russia, which didn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm
Ah,
like you. I saw it in the theater. I was like, yeah, Die Hard. Watched it at home. No, this movie sucks.
yeah. I'll speak for myself. I wanted to like it because I love the first 4. I might have seen the 4th one in the theater and I still enjoyed it, but the 5th one, yeah, I fooled myself. Like you said, liked it, got back home, and I'm like, this. No, I can't.
I I
I'd be
went to
delusional
Walmart.
to myself.
I went to Walmart the day that it came out on Blu-ray. I bought the Blu-ray. I even got the because they don't do them anymore, but on the metal detectors, they had a poster. I even got the poster off the metal detector. Like, yeah, you can have it. I'm like, okay. I just took it off and walked out the store. I had it for a little bit. I think I sold it to somebody, but I was like, yeah, Die Hard, and it's like no. But the shitty thing was when that came out in the theater, there was a theater near here that showed all 5. I should have just went and watched the first 4, and like, why can't they do shit like that anymore? Listen, Dick, that's your name, Dick. I mean, I'm sure Die Hard 2 has a cult status, but it was always a good movie. I don't know why people hate it. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's just certain movies that people like. Again, Under Siege 2. What's wrong with Under Siege 2? Okay, the effects suck, but other than that, like I mean, the practical effects are good, but the digital effects are terrible in that movie. I'll give you that, but there's just some movies that I don't understand why people shit on. This being one of them.
On a tangent, when you saw that poster, was it probably eBay?
No, I think I put it on like Facebook Marketplace because I'm like,
That's better. I was going to say
I'm not shipping
eBay's
it, yeah, and they
eBay is
don't get
shit.
it, or it gets damaged, or I don't sell on eBay anymore.
Yeah,
I did for a little bit, but number one, you don't really make any money because they take a cut.
right.
Number two, it's not worth it.
That's what I was wondering because I've looked into it lately, and yeah, it's a total train wreck. eBay.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
Was it something with Fright Night 2 back in the day?
Yeah, that was back in the day. Everybody remembers that one. When I bought it and it cleared and everything was good, and then my bank was like, "No, it didn't clear." I'm like, "What the fuck you mean it didn't clear? It showed I have it here." And I got charged by my bank and this and that. I'm like, "Fuck you guys." Said it cleared and it was fine, and then you lied. You played games. You son of a bitch. But that's okay because when Michael Felsher puts out the coffin box set, I'm getting it. So, that poor man.
Yeah, I mean they did release a set that does have interviews, but I do wish the sequels had better documentaries. I do.
Yeah, because all the stuff that's on here is from back in the when the movie came out on the Blu-ray that I have that I'm watching
Yeah.
right now. I'm good with my hard-boiled bootleg from Jacob the Liar. I wonder how Jacob the Liar's doing.
Lying more, probably.
Yep. I'm working on a better tomorrow. I'm sure you are. John Amos, another guy that's gone. Love that guy.
Yeah. Always enjoyed John Amos. Uh, one of my favorite roles is in this. Of course, people remember Coming to America. It's not
McDowell's.
McDonald's. It's McDougal's.
But the scene where he's looking at their manual and then he covers it up when he walks in. It's never not funny. I don't care.
Yeah, Arrow Video. I would not be surprised Under Siege 2 is one of the two. That would make sense. Maybe Above the Law, Under Siege 2, or Out for Justice, Under Siege 2. Don't be too surprised if it's that. It would make sense. Like Arrow Video did all three Ninja Turtles.
Hopefully.
Did it set? I mean,
I was shocked though when they announced Under Siege, because I'm like, well, nobody likes Seagal, so. But I'm like, well, other people worked on those movies,
mm-hmm.
and it wasn't all bad. So
Yeah,
and they made money. People can say what they want, but those movies made a lot of money back in the day. After Under Siege, not so much, but up until then, Seagal was the man, and then people got tired of him for many reasons, and then that was it.
other than the exit wounds, that made a bit of money.
Yeah, because I think it was mostly because of DMX.
Well, General, you don't need to have Christmas in every Die Hard film, just like every Lethal Weapon wasn't Christmas. Like Lethal Weapon 3, I don't think is.
Lethal Weapon 2 is Thanksgiving.
There you go.
No, because the gimmick wears out after a while.
Exactly.
But I do like that the third movie, there's references to Christmas.
Yeah, that's good. But I always thought it was a good twist, John Amos. You fight like. I would say I vaguely remember that did get me. I didn't see that coming. That he was working with the bad guys. I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good twist because he plays the character like a genuine good guy. Like you believe there's a guy to trust, and yeah, I remember that being a good twist.
Yeah, because before this, that's how people looked at him because he was on Good Times, and it's like, oh, it's John Amos. He's the the stand-up guy, and then oh no, he's a bad guy. Okay, that's different.
Was he in the Beastmaster?
Yes, the first
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
And then they had Tony Todd replace him in the third one. Story of my life, Silver Wings. I get yelled at, but I never get explained why I'm being yelled at. Story of my life. Shout Factory is just another Anchor Bay. Well, Anchor Bay actually gave a shit for most of their run. It wasn't until like the last couple years when they gave up and then they sold it to Stars. Hoblone, my favorite Baltimore pizza is Frank's Pizza, which they just got a bump because Dave Portnoy went there and did a video, and now it's like everyone can't stop talking about it. I'm like, well, where the fuck have you been for 40 years? What pissed me off, they changed the front counter. I was, when'd you guys do this? They're like, we had to. I'm like, you can't change the counter. It's been like that for 40 years. What are you doing?
Yeah, Slithery D films, that would have been interesting. I mean, I like Cliffhanger the way it is, but if you changed a little bit and made that like a Die Hard sequel, that could have been interesting. But I'm Cliffhanger. I'm glad we got more. So, and yes, they are doing still the reboot. It comes out next year. General Pierce Brosnan is in it, and the girl is like trying to save her dad or some shit.
I'll get you a liner for that coat. What about you give me $20? What about if I let you live?
Man drives a hard bargain.
Right. That's the whole damn filing system. I love it. Why can't we have characters like this in movies anymore?
Because they don't know how to make movies like this. The writing, like the people. Yeah, imagine like the people who are working now, think of the era they grew up with, probably the 2000s, 2010s, which were not nearly as prevalent as the people write these, like the era they grew up with, movie wise. And you just have a lot less talented people writing these movies, directing these films. I mean, Tron Ares, whether that would have been ever good or not, that was directed by the guy who did Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and Maleficent 2.
Such great classics.
So, I
But
mean,
I do love how that shot was framed when he looks like Bill Sadler's giving the sermon and the light. Like I always thought that was a really cool shot.
yeah, I like the lighting for the whole movie, even in the control room, the reddish
Like
hue.
that where it's coming up from the door that looks really cool.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you watch interviews with Bill Sadler, he's like the nicest, goofiest guy in the world. But he plays all these villains and it's just funny. Um, I think Bruce Campbell said it best. The guys that play the bad guys are usually the nicest guys in the world. Robert Patrick, I saw an interview with him. He was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, and he was geeking out with Michael Rosenbaum about movies and stuff. It was so funny just to watch them go back and forth.
Maybe also with a bad guy, you can't really have an ego because you don't get killed off, or you don't get beaten up by the hero,
Yeah, you're
or
gonna die at the end of the movie.
so you can't really have an ego about it, and it's just you get to let all that out, and within the parameter of the script, do say play it however you want.
Right.
John Lithgow seems like such a nice guy, but he plays such a cold villain and cliffhanger.
Michael Parks was another guy, played all these crazy villains, and then you watch these interviews, he's like very calm and yeah, that was great. I loved it. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Thank you, movie TV. Gutterballs was fucking absolutely terrible. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. That's right. Fuck new movies. Old movies for life. Yeah, Arrow. Let's go. Tango and Cash. Come on. It's Warner Brothers. Before everybody in that movie dies, because half of them are already gone.
Yeah, movie TV. John Lithgow was good in Ricochet, and I didn't realize till much later that's in the same universe as Die Hard because the reporter is the same actress, same name that Denzel tossed to at the end. Gail, same reporter in Die Hard 1. Gail, kiss my ass.
Love, yeah, Ricochet. Where's that Blu-ray? Come on. The DVD for that looks awful. It looks worse than a fucking VHS at times. But that was a solid movie. Russell Mulcahy directed that. And I don't know if that came out before New Jack City or not. That was one of Ice-T's first movies, I think. I think no, maybe I gotta look it up now. It's bothering me.
But yeah, a lot of people mention, yeah, Arrow Video, there's a lot of opportunities in the future. Maybe Passenger 57, maybe Last Boy Scout, yeah. Mortal Kombat, I mean, there must be some issues with that because I would have assumed that would have been this year for the anniversary, but who
Well, the thing about that is Warner Brothers completely owns Mortal Kombat because they bought out Midway.
okay.
So they own the games and they own the movie because they bought out New Line. So I don't know what the issue is with Mortal Kombat. Maybe there's something else there. I don't know. Just now in the trailer, he said up to our necks in terrorists, but I think both of them work fine. But I always like that line too.
Maybe Warner Bros. They want to do it themselves, kind of like
Oh, that's
well,
not
the
gonna.
Nightmare on Elm Street set that came out.
That's not gonna happen. Warner Brothers has bigger problems to worry about.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, which one came out first? All right, New Jack City was first. New Jack City came out in March of '91. Ricochet was October. Okay, I couldn't remember, but that was the same year, '91.
Really enjoy the orange hue in these underground sections too. It gives a bit of an atmosphere to it. Noticing like a lot of unique bits of lighting, red, orange.
Rennie Harlan always did a good job with that. Look at Elm Street 4.
Mm-hmm.
Even parts of Long Kiss Goodnight, I think, have some interesting lighting. Cliffhanger, because most of it's shot outdoors, you can't really do that. But it's a different kind of movie, so it doesn't bother me. Jamarol, from what I understand, yeah, Ron Silver was a very nice guy. Unfortunately, I think he passed away way too soon. But he was great in Time Cop, Blue Steel, Deadly Outbreak with Jeff Speakman. Always enjoyed him as a villain. This is the scene that they shot it. Like, obviously, that's a special effects, but
Yeah.
it's shot in 8 different locations. That's just crazy. That's just nuts. What movie today would do that? None.
Nah, you're right. It'd just be CGI.
Yep, it'll all be on a soundstage somewhere.
It's like it's easier to do it this way. Well, easier doesn't mean better.
Nope.
But I think that is another problem. Too many people take too much of the easy route. They think they do film it on their fucking phone and look fine and dandy. I'm like, no, it looks like a movie filmed on your fucking phone.
Right, you can tell. It's like Catnado. Catnado was shot on an iPhone. It looks awful.
Well, Alexander, I'm glad everything worked well in St. Catherine. Glad you're doing well. Can't complain. Watching a good sequel with a great guy. Can't complain. So got some Mellow Yellow here. So I can't complain.
There we go. Chaz, actually, Shout Factory put out Surviving the Game. I don't think it had any features, though. Another fun, underrated 90s action movie that nobody ever talks about. I remember seeing that in a Big Lots. Like, what? Ice-T and Gary Busey in a Most Dangerous Game movie? I gotta watch this. Not supposed to leave your seat till the plane reaches the terminal. Exactly.
Yeah, the only feature is a commentary with Ernest Dickerson. That's it.
Good director. Always liked his stuff. Yeah. I know people criticize this scene, but who cares?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the weird thing. As a kid, I never thought of it. I still love the scene. I just never thought of. I just didn't think of stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, all grenades act that way.
No, not really.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you grow up, it's like, well, they're taking a long time to blow up.
Grenades are not that exciting in real life. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because in the army, I'm like, that's it. The movie's lied. They're not that exciting.
I bought the cheap discount version grenades.
What? Is that a real grenade? No. Okay.
They bought them from Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, Austin U.S. Marshals from Arrow would be cool. I like that movie.
No, Alexander never played it.
Stay Tuned has a Blu-ray, but I don't think it has anything new on it. But yes, that is Warner Brothers.
Hmm. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's how it works.
What kind of grenades are these?
They got timers on them. That's what the fuse is for.
They bought some really shitty grenades.
Yeah. It must have been them Chinese bootlegs.
But the actual ejector bit still looks cool to me this day. It's still a cool idea. That still looks neat to me.
Well,
Oh shit!
Where's the fucking door?
It's exactly too much media. Yippee ki Mr. Falcon.
Damn right.
I wonder if, like, I mean, there'd be no point in doing this now, but I wonder if you could re-edit it where maybe he gets at the seat and then the grenades come in as soon as. I mean, it still would be fantasy, but maybe help that
It
work a
would have
little
made
bit
more
better.
sense. Yeah.
Maybe with editing, have him be in the seat first,
And
and then the
then
grenades. Oh shit! You know.
surviving the game on 4K, maybe. I mean, I guess there's an interest in doing a 4K of it, but
Probably not anytime soon.
no, it's not a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surviving the game was one of those movies that was always on TBS back in the day, or TNT. I don't know why, I've been watching a shit ton of old promos and commercials from them. And I'm like, remember when they were good? Remember when TBS was good? Not reruns of Friends. They used to show this movie on there all the time. It was always on. Yeah, Dogma. But the shitty thing is, Umbrella, Lionsgate threatened Umbrella, which is why you can't get the Umbrella version in America. Yes, you can. You just have to get it third party.
Hmm.
Lionsgate's doing their own version, but I think the features are different. But they pulled some shit. It's like, you can't import it to America. That's illegal. You can't say that. You can't do that. You don't have the power to do that.
Alexander, I did review Ballerina. Just checked out the review on the channel, and Premiere. I don't give a fuck about the Running Man remake,
I
so
didn't give a shit about Valerie.
didn't or that either. They can both suck it. But I remember TBS back to the day. I remember them. I never watch them anymore, so I don't even know what's on TBS.
I don't even watch regular TV. So
A bit of the Redskins. Is this supposed to take place in Washington?
we're not allowed to say that.
I'll
Offensive.
say it. They are the Redskins.
Yeah, right. They're the Cleveland Indians too. Don't care what anyone says.
It's the Redskins. That's all it is.
Right, fuckers. The Fugitive. I could definitely see Arrow doing that. Probably, maybe not next year. Maybe the year after. Maybe, I don't know. I'd love to see them do The Fugitive. Great movie.
Jamral Dyer 2. This stuff is owned by Disney, so no, you're not getting Arrow Video to do it. No.
No.
It's Disney. Well, now, I mean, yeah, it is. They'll do a fucking reboot, TV show, whatever the fuck.
It'll be gay. McLean, they'll gender swap McLean, and she'll be a lesbian.
He'll be a non-binary meat puppet.
That's right. Meat popsicle.
I do remember the Superstation days. I do remember that.
WCW Thunder. The man-made movie. Remember that? They were like building a house or something, and then they would show a movie. That was cool. They brought Dinner and a Movie back, but now it's hosted by Jason Biggs. I don't care.
Mm. Wait, the American Pie, Jason Biggs?
Yeah, it's him and his wife. They host it now. I'm like, who the fuck wants to watch that?
That's what you get when you get fired from fucking Ninja Turtles.
Turtles,
You
yeah.
got fucking fired.
He said something on Facebook that somebody didn't like. Oh, what a shock. Been there, done that.
Premiere, fuck Alien on Earth. I don't care if it's in season 2. Eat it. It can go fuck itself. Great. More Xenomorph's fucking pets.
Oh, speaking of, well, I'm thinking about it. Oh, what the fuck? Stop. Behave. All right, we almost lost me. Speaking of Christmas movies and TBS, I finally got this. Pretty sweet.
Nice.
So I'll be definitely watching this Christmas time.
Also known as Christmas Rush with Dean
I
Cain.
don't know why they changed the name on the DVD. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Christmas Rush has a better ring to it.
Mhm.
And it takes place on Christmas, like you said. So that's a fun one. Like you said, TBS was on there back in the day, made for TBS. And again, that's a fun one if you like Die Hard. Just Die Hard in a mall.
Yep, that's right. Call the Marines. I thought they were Army. Who gives a fuck? And I don't care what anyone says. Dean Cain is the man. Kiss my black ass.
Yeah, I always liked Dean Cain.
He was nice to me when I met him.
Well, he seems nice to anybody. They just.
He's a nice guy. Just people are stupid. I'm not allowed to say that anymore. That's why I got kicked off YouTube.
Too much media. What Van Damme movies would you recommend for someone that's never seen one? Hard Target, Time Cop, Bloodsport, Universal Soldier, just to name a few. Lionheart. I would definitely at least Hard Target, Lionheart, Time Cop, Bloodsport, Universal Soldier. Those are at least 5.
Here it comes.
Yeah. Which I'm sure was cut down by the MPA as well.
Because it looks so real. Okay, sure. Just like when in the Annex Skywalk shootout, when he kicks over the thing and you can see that it's a dummy, right? Because it's so realistic. Fucking idiots. Well, we have to censor children watch these movies. I mean, yeah, I watched this when I was a kid, but I didn't shoot anybody. Like, I didn't murder anybody. Maybe it's not the movie. Maybe it's their dumbass parents. You ever think of that?
Exactly.
Just like when I was a kid, there was a lady that my mom worked with. We used to hang out with them. And one of her sons was like a fucking nutcase. Like, we don't know what's wrong with him. I know what's wrong. You allow him to do stupid shit. Because he's like, remember, he's always talking about killing and shooting, and he plays these video games. Yeah, because you let him. It starts with you. Meanwhile, I'm playing Mortal Kombat, but I'm not trying to rip people's throats out. Fuck yeah. Now that's just special effect, but you could see that it was a dummy that they stabbed it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like to have fun when I watch movies. Unlike you. Die Hard's cool.
Unlike me.
What's your favorite movie? Captain Marvel?
Me? I don't like Captain Marvel. I'm just kidding.
Not you.
I know. Just but that is a great death scene. Yeah, very memorable. You don't get stuff like that.
It's so cheesy. What's your favorite movie? Amazing Spider-Man Go Fuck Home or whatever it's called. Okay, because that movie is just so much more realistic.
Movie, TV show, yeah. Just feel free.
When it was the Superstation, the good old days.
General, my family, I mean, they don't watch a lot of movies, so they're not big movie people. So I want to know how they feel about these movies. They're not big movie people. But your dad and father-in-law like Die Hard 2. Very cool, General. Movie, TV show, whatever you think. It's all good.
I'm just your kind of asshole. That's what I tell people. I'm just your kind of asshole.
Thought that was a neat idea too. The whole blanks, non-blanks, that
Which
whole
would not work in real life. You can't just swap out live ammo and blanks. You got to put an adapter in it and everything. So, which technically they already are because they're shooting blanks the whole movie anyway. But in a real life scenario, no, it would not work. And blanks are more of a pain in the ass than live rounds, to be honest.
What kind of adaptations would they need to add on the gun?
You would have to put what's called a BFA, a blank firing adapter. It's a rod that you put into the barrel of the gun so nothing can go out of it. And then the blank rounds, the actual bullet is crimped so it can't go anywhere. Um, and they're louder. Blanks for some reason are louder, and they're a lot dirtier. They're shooting blanks and then cleaning your weapon is way more. It takes way more time because they're dirtier for some reason. And then yeah, they're louder. I guess they put more gunpowder in it or whatever, but it's such a pain in the ass. I hated when we would shoot blanks. I get it, it's safety. You got to learn how to do certain things, but I'm like, ah. I might still have a adapter somewhere. I might have kept a couple of them. I'm not sure.
Oh, thank you, Premier. That's nice of you to say. So, do you think, in retrospect, they should have added that in, or just have like maybe a separate gun? Like they put the gun away and then they did the blank one,
Yeah, well,
or
they actually do make ones that just fire blanks, and you don't have to add extra stuff to it. It would be nice to have more of those, but they're really expensive because a lot
but
of times in movies it looks like it's a real gun, but it just shoots blank or flash paper.
yeah.
But they're really pricey.
I mean, in retrospect, like with this movie, like if you're the director,
Oh, I'm
like
sorry.
what? No, that's fine. Well, which would you prefer to have done? Like, how would you have done the blank thing if you were directing it?
Well, I like the way they did it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't bother me in the movie because most people are like, well, why is there one color tape on one magazine and then another color tape on the other? Well, if you watch the movie, you'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it away for you. That's the other thing. People, because they don't have attention spans, they don't want to watch. Which it's funny because every movie that comes out now is 3 hours. Well, just tell me what happens. No, shut up and watch the movie. You might learn something.
Nah, Tim, those are good choices. Batman Returns, Goodfellas, Training Day, all three good movies. I don't know why people make fun of that list. That's a good list.
Yeah, Well, the first Lethal Weapon just got a 4K, but it doesn't have all the extra features on it. But if Arrow were to pick those up, that'd be cool because it is Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
I
this
never,
stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
I never saw Future Sport with Dean Cain and Wesley Snipes, but that was a TBS movie back in the day.
Yeah, this stuff on the snowmobile always looked really cool. Fun scene
It's
here.
all practical. It's all real. Today it would just be AI or whatever. It's like, no, they went out in a field and shot all this and made it look good. Now, in the trailer, the shot when the snowmobile goes over the truck, you could see the wire. They erased it for the movie.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I don't give a fuck about a Clayface movie. Who cares?
But
Who cares about
yeah,
a Clayface movie?
that was a very good stunt there. Always enjoyed that stunt with the snowmobile.
It's real, practical.
Yeah, real fire. God
Yeah,
forbid.
real fire.
It's so weird to say that, but that's true. Like they don't. I'm not. I'm not saying no movies do it nowadays, but less so than back then.
Like I get it, it's safety, but if you hire people that know what they're doing, you won't have a problem.
Sadly, there's less and less people that know how to do it because they do it less and less. So that way they
Exactly.
don't have the training, they don't have the experience. And so in even more in the future, it's like, well, again, if you don't, it's like uh, there are people that do makeup effects, but not as much as before. Because how many people actually study makeup effects nowadays? How many
Right.
actually delve into that world? Same with other components like that.
Just like you say all the time in your videos, you have to explain what squibs is to people because they don't know.
Yeah, that would that a few times I've had to do that because I rarely do it anymore.
Hmm. Jingle All the Way, I'd say, is my favorite Christmas movie as well. Preminator. People can get over it.
Dark Cloud. Oh my god, Fabio's a UFC fan. Cool. I just realized all the UFC DVDs in the background.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I got rid of a lot of them.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
I still have some left over, but
You got rid of them because you have them in other ways, or just not interested in them anymore?
I'm just not interested. If I need to find a fight, they're all on YouTube or they're elsewhere. Like these are the old school ones.
Okay.
Uh, those I still watch. Those I still like. When it was just big, ugly dudes just beating the shit out of each other before there was rules and everything. Um, but
Yeah, it was
yeah,
just too mainstream, or just too.
yeah, it's all corporate and goofy now, and I don't like it. Just like wrestling, which is funny because they're owned by the same people now.
Yeah, don't get me started
Yeah,
wrestling.
so fucking John Cena won the Intercontinental title because it was the only belt he didn't win. Get the fuck out of here.
Who'd he beat?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay. See, that's how much I fucking know about wrestling. I just know they're going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they're gonna sell it to them, and
WrestleMania.
I love that. It was practical. He just slit the dude's throat open.
Yeah,
They they put a fake throat on him and then ripped it open, and blood came out. Why can't they do that anymore?
I did like Rennie, especially these early days. He was gun ho about the violence. Probably because he was starring like Prison. What the movie Prison, not
He
actual
wasn't
Prison.
in prison.
The movie Prison, Elm Street 4, and then Cliffhanger, Sally, all the stuff that was cut out of that. That was a much another movie that was much more violent, and the work
Even
print you
that,
can't
you know, our
watch.
our friend Jack Craven put a video together here on YouTube with all the stuff that got cut out of Cliffhanger. You watch that and you're like, really? That's what got cut?
Yeah.
Like, my brother likes Die Hard with a Vengeance. My dad likes all the Die Hard movies. My mom not. Actually, no, that is not true because the first time I watched Die Hard with a Vengeance was with my mom. So there you go.
Oh, nice. No, Premiere, that's well, when I say next year, I'm talking about like not in a couple months. I'm talking about the other next year.
2026,
In
2027.
in
I don't know.
2027, they'll be in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Next year for Mania, they're going back to Vegas,
Yeah.
which they changed. They were supposed to go to New Orleans and then they switched it. Whatever. It's
Oh, hey
so
there, Perry fan.
It's so
Uh,
fucking lame. We watched me and my brother. We watched WrestleMania and SummerSlam this year. I couldn't wait for it to be over. I'm
you
like,
actually watched it?
this is awful. This is terrible. Like Will Ferrell again. Fuck Bruce Springsteen. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
What was even at the WrestleMania? I don't even keep track.
Well, it's 2 nights now. Um, the first night was, I think it was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, and Seth Rollins retained. It was Cody and Cena the second night. Cody Rhodes beat Cena. Um, Let me look it up. Tiffany wrestled Charlotte Flair. That match was fucking awful. That was one of the worst matches I've ever seen. Just like Iwo Jima. I agree. Another movie that Tom Bauer was in was Clear and Present Danger. He was the helicopter pilot. He was great in that.
Okay, then cool.
Oh,
That's fine, Tim. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I got
I just
the
don't like
entire
stuff.
history of fucking WrestleMania ever. Yeah, Jay Uso beat Gunther for the belt. That match was fucking awful. The New Day beat the War Raiders. Jade Cargill defeated Naomi. Jacob Fatu defeated LA Knight for the U.S. title. El Grande Americano defeated Ray Fenix. That was lame. Yeah, Tiffany versus Charlotte Flair was awful. And Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns and Punk was nothing special. That was night one. Night two, Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. That was actually probably the best match of WrestleMania, to be honest. Drew McIntyre defeated Damian Priest in a street fight. Awful. Dominic won the Intercontinental. They did a fatal four-way. That was okay. That match wasn't too bad. Randy Orton, Joe Hendry came out, and it was just like a squash match. It was shitty. Logan Paul defeated AJ Styles. That was fucking terrible. AJ Styles don't give a shit. He's retiring next year anyway. He's just trying to get that paycheck.
Yeah.
And then Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. That was awful. WrestleMania was fucking terrible.
Sounds like it. Jesus.
And it was all like, hey, look who sponsored us this year. Yeah, look who's here. Look who's at WrestleMania. Like, Rick Rubin was there. And my brother's like, is that Rick Rubin? I said, yes, it is. So fucking terrible. But the line that is just get the fuck out of the car and help me. Classic. Classic. Never gets old.
That's cool, Perry fan. Die Hard 2 is your favorite. Very cool. Thanks for stopping by.
And then SummerSlam was not any better. I fell asleep almost like 3 times during both of them. Yeah, Jelly Roll wrestled. That was fucking awful. That's all they care about now is the celebrities, and it's very social media driven, which I hate. It's a giant commercial. Brock Lesnar came back. That was everybody had a hard on about that. Oh my God, Brock Lesnar, didn't he like rape people? I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know where you get your information from. Yeah, I don't remember anything about these matches except CM Punk beat Gunther, and then Seth Rollins came out and cashed in the Money in the Bank and beat him. That's the only thing I remember about SummerSlam. And then Cody Rhodes beat Cena. I like that. If we do this, I'll have your babies. That's not the kind of ride I'm looking for.
General Robert Costanzo plays Dennis Franz's brother, who is Bullock, the voice of him in Batman Animated Series, Total Recall. He was in the same year, City Slickers.
Yeah, it's late, but yeah, Silver Wings, you're right about switching out the ammo with blank and live fire. But with rifles, we couldn't do it with the rifles when I was in. We had to keep putting on the adapters and switching out everything. Yeah, Chopstick. I just watched Blue Thunder recently. You want to talk about practical effects and everything? There you go. Ain't no CG in that movie.
They always like this setup with the helicopter flying over the plane, all done for real. Very cool staging with that.
Jamaral, you'd be surprised. There's people out there that don't know what practical effects are. I'm like, wow. They did it for real? Oh, really? Yeah. Remember when they used to blow shit up in movies for real? I'm just saying, movies were better when they did that.
I'm definitely not surprised.
Yep, this is all real. I've been good, Perry fan. I've been really good. I cannot complain. I'm crazy, but I ain't that crazy. Exactly. No, I did not see Rennie Harlan's first movie, Born American, with Chuck Norris's son.
And I didn't see his last movie either, Strangers Part whatever.
I don't care. I did like Skip Trace that he
So
did
did
with
I.
Jackie Chan. I did like that movie. But I couldn't tell you the last thing that he did. I know he was in China for a while making movies. I think he moved to China or something. Dennis Franz's brother is Bobby Costanzo, who was the same year again. He was in Total Recall. He was the voice of Bullock on the Batman cartoon.
Yeah, I answered that.
Oh well, somebody asked again. So
Oh no, it was the same person,
oh,
Jamal.
my bad.
So it don't
I'm
matter.
losing it. I'm losing it. I need some Mountain Dew or something. He also did the Hercules cartoon after the movie came out. He was the voice of Phil because obviously Danny DeVito wasn't going to come back. But he was in Dick Tracy. I always forget about that because there's just so many great actors in that movie. He was in City Slickers, Unlawful Entry, the amazing Dream a Little Dream 2. Yeah, right. That movie's, I don't care. That movie's terrible. It's true. He was in Undisputed 3, which I do like. What the fuck are you doing on the wing of the plane? We're about to have some great fight scenes and action and some cool shit. Which movie franchise had a worse downfall? Terminator and Predator equally. There's only two good movies in each franchise.
All of them? Like all franchises,
All yeah, all franchises.
they've all gone to shit.
Now the Predator is a good guy. Okay, that defeats the purpose, but sure.
Nah, now he's a crybaby bitch with daddy issues.
Yeah, because that's what I want when I go see a Predator movie.
Sensitive Whoopi Goldberg.
So we go from an entire special forces team getting wiped out, Arnold almost dying, because I don't care what anyone says. If you've never seen Predator and you watch it, you're like, oh shit, Arnold's not going to make it. But he does. To, I have daddy issues. I want to cry. What? Okay. I like the line that's coming up. I'm starting to like you, McClane. That's all right. I got enough friends.
I mean, credit to the people that are on the wing in those wide shots too. Very dangerous
That's
stuff.
why stunt guys are the best, and women as well. The stunt
Yeah.
people are the best. They're the real action stars. They're the real superheroes. I don't care what anyone says. That's why when I go to these conventions and stuff, if stunt people are there, I go hang out with them and pick their brain about, like Craig Baxley. Craig, when I met him, he had all these great stories, and I should have asked him about Kolchak the Night Stalker. I forgot, but I was like, holy shit! Like these, like they are the real superstars. They do all the dangerous stuff. They don't get the attention. They don't get the, and they certainly don't make the same amount of money, and they should. That's why I love Jason Statham. Jason Statham said that there needs to be categories for stunt people at the Academy Awards, and I agree. But yeah, Perry fan, I did see David Coverdale announce his retirement. Hey, he's done more than enough in music. Enjoy the retirement. You gave us so many great bands and records and songs. Just live your life, man. We're good. Yeah, Predator Badlands, all CGI. What a shock. The first Predator, all practical. Even like the special effects. That's right. This is for Flight 114, motherfucker. Like the sparks that I found out for Predator, they took a piece of black paper and they cut holes in it and they just lit it up from behind, and that's how they did the shots of the sparks. And I'm like, it's so simple, but I would rather have that than computers do everything. And then they couldn't figure out how to do like the Predator, like the heat vision, so they took thermal cameras and they were able to do it that way. I'm like, yeah, that's what you should do. They blew shit up for real in that movie. They blew up a whole jungle. It's like, why can't they do that anymore? Yeah, Dream a Little Dream is an interesting movie. The sequel was fucking terrible. I saw that one time and I'm like, yeah, I'm never watching this again.
Yeah, I never flew a plane. Would some light come up that says your gas is leaking or something?
Yeah, you're low fuel.
You know?
Here it comes. No, Mr. Falcon. Yeah, Die Hard 2, I think, was in the top 10 of 1990. Look it up.
Yeah, I believe it was, yeah.
Yep, number 7. It was the seventh highest grossing movie of 1990. Arnold had 2 hits in the top 10.
Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop.
Yep. Ninja Turtles was number 9. Ninja Turtles. And it took 35 years to get extra features. There's your fucking landing light. Exactly. Now the song that's playing, I think it's the Finland national anthem. That's where Rennie Harlan is from. Which I like that. I always thought that was cool. I like that he put that in his movies. Yeah, Steve Vai. Well, it's crazy. When Steve Vai was in Whitesnake, it was him and Adrian Vandenberg. And then you had Tommy Aldridge on drums and Rudy Sarzo on bass. Does it get any better than that? No. Well, Predator 2 this year would have been the year to re-release it in the theaters because it's the 35th anniversary. But no, nobody likes Predator 2. I don't know about that. Predator 2 is awesome.
Wasn't there an interview with Stephen Hopkins that I thought that there was at one point a talk to re-release in theaters, but then something happened?
I don't know. Why not?
Something about I don't know, probably something to do with these Predator films that suck.
Probably.
If people don't like Predator 2, then go fuck themselves.
In the words of Danny Glover from the movie.
Fuck them.
Fuck.
Give a suck. This is why films suck nowadays. People have shitty taste in movies.
Right. Well, yeah, Predator 2 came out the same weekend as Home Alone. I don't know why you would release it at Thanksgiving. It's an action film, it's a creature feature. apparently it was a very difficult movie to make, and people were upset because Arnold wasn't in it. Arnold wasn't in Terminator uh, Salvation, and that movie sucked too. And then he was in other movies, and they sucked. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck. No, I'm serious. Like, I mean, I know it's subjective. People have their opinion, but so many people have
And that's
shit
look,
taste in
that's
movies.
fine. When have
Fucking shit.
any of us, whether it's me, you, Mike, John, Dead Pit, when have any of us ever said, "Well, if you like that movie, you suck"? No, it's an opinion, but there's just shit that I don't understand. Like maybe it's just me, but like with this, like I said earlier, Die Hard 2 sucks. Why? Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't suck then, because you can't tell me why. It's just, okay. All right. Well, yeah. And again, Predator 2, people were mad because Arnold wasn't in it. Arnold was going to do it, but they couldn't, they didn't want to pay him what he wanted to be paid. That's why he didn't do the movie. It wasn't because they took it out of the jungle. No, it's because he wanted a shit ton of money and they said no. And he's like, okay, then I'm not doing the movie.
The Running Man looks too much like a TV show.
That's the point. John, why does this keep happening to us? Exactly.
Maybe that's why she divorced him by the third film.
Well, it's funny because I think it is Bonnie Bedelia that did the voiceover in 3 when he hangs the. I think it is her, but I guess I don't know. But yeah, because Predator came out at Thanksgiving. Home Alone, which was the same studio, came out the same weekend, and they didn't. And they thought that Predator 2 was going to be the moneymaker because they didn't think Home Alone was going to be what it was. I think Dances with Wolves had just come out as well, and that was the big. That's awesome. The big movie. There you go. So it's just a bunch of different stuff. But I've always liked Predator 2. Yeah, asshole. Well, they cast Danny Glover because Stephen Hopkins wanted someone that could be the everyman, and he looked at Danny, which is true. And Danny Glover said that that's one of the films he's the most proud of. So fuck yeah.
Has he said that?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see that.
He did an interview. He said he did 2 movies in his career where he felt like he was, King Kong and the master of the, that he said it was Silverado and Predator 2. He said Predator 2, he was in the best shape of his life. He had so much fun doing it. It's one of the movies he's the most proud of.
Like, I found the interview. Do you remember what interview that was?
I don't know where it's sourced from, but if you go on Wikipedia, it's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You get this ticket in front of my airport. That's right. I love that. That's a matte painting. Remember when they used to do matte paintings?
Well, I remember. I missed that.
What about Lethal Weapon? Lethal Weapon's awesome. Oh, no, he said there were 2 movies, Silverado and Predator 2, where he felt larger than life and like the master of the universe and everything. But yeah, I mean, Danny Glover was like the everyman. That's why it worked. And I don't care. Like Predator 2 rules. I just watched it for Halloween. I'm like, yeah, I wish I should watch this movie more often. But it's the same writer, Steven D'Souza. He wrote the first Die Hard, and he wrote this. Same producer, Joel Silver, who's a fucking asshole. Which is why Bruce Willis never worked with him after Last Boy Scout.
I've heard that about him. I've heard that about Joel Silver.
Oh, there's a lot about Joel Silver. Why he's never gone to prison is beyond me. That's just how it works in Hollywood, I guess. Saw the HBO premiere of Predator 2.
What was the last thing Joel Silver even did? Movie-wise, I don't.
Speed Racer? No, I know he produced Bullet to the Head, which was terrible.
Oh. Just like you never hear that name anymore.
No, because
For I guess for good reason, but there you go.
for many good reasons. Roadhouse.
Oh, the new one?
He produced the Roadhouse remake because he produced the original.
But yeah, that sequel still holds up. Still a good sequel. So thanks, Jamral, for that request. That was still a fun movie.
I think Jackie Birch casted the first movie as well. I'm just looking through the credits, but
No, that's right.
yeah, she you got to give her credit. She casted a lot of big movies. I think she casted Predator. Speaking of Predator, if I'm not mistaken. Merry Christmas by Dennis Franz, exactly. Yeah, because Seagal had just worked with Fox to do Mark. Well, and that's the other thing. Mark for Death came out right before Predator 2 and made more money. But he was working with Fox at the time and he wanted to rewrite the script. And Stephen Hopkins said, no, we kind of want to keep it where it's at. And then apparently, I don't know. Well, Stephen Hopkins said it. So I'm pretty sure it's true. He said Steven Seagal would like prank call him. He's like, my movie made more money than your movie. He's like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
I could buy Seagal doing that. Just that ego.
Right. Just like John McTiernan said in the book, it's called The Last Action Heroes. I need to read it. But he said for years, Steven Seagal would call him. We gotta have a meeting. I wanna make a movie. And he just blew him off for years. And then finally John McTiernan said I had lunch with him. He talked about like ideas and stuff, and that was the last time I talked to him. Like, well, you dodged the bullet there. Not that John McTiernan has room to talk, but because of the shit that he did later, he was like, Seagal's fascist. He makes fascist movies. I'm like, okay, alrighty then. I don't know what that means, but sure. Just like some moron I saw said that, yeah, in the original Running Man, Arnold worked for ICE. I'm like, you're an idiot. Okay, you're stupid.
What?
Yes, I saw a comment.
What?
I just now realized that he worked for ICE. I'm like, okay, you're dumb. And
How does that even?
it's because people have, you know, whatever going on in their head. I don't even want to know. I got enough going on in my head.
Oh my god.
Yep, Bill Paxton in Predator 2, can't go wrong.
Well, John McTiernan in general, he did like the Hunt for Red October, and I think he wanted to do something else other than Die Hard 2.
Well, he also said his fee went up because Die Hard was a huge hit, and they didn't want to pay him what he wanted. But Paramount did, which is why he did Hunt for Red October. I remember reading that in an interview.
And no Premiere did not notice that, so thanks for letting me know. Oh, no problem, Jamal. Yeah, thank you. It's all good.
Anytime. We'll hopefully do it more often. Charlie Pacini, he was the stunt coordinator on the first movie. They spelt Pete Antico's name wrong in the stunt credits, just saying. See, like, this is all the weird shit that I know. And, like, even as a kid, like, just going on, like, IMDb and looking up all these stunt people and all the movies they worked on and, you know, seeing it now they get interviewed all the time, which is great. It's like, it's just, to me, it's fascinating because, again, these are the stunt people are the real heroes and the superstars, and they never get the credit for it. They're out there, you know, unfortunately, a lot of cases, stunt people have died, you know, sadly, doing this stuff, and they don't get enough credit.
Yes, Dean Cain's a sworn officer. I don't care if he's working with ICE. I don't care.
Yeah, just don't get shot. Please. That's cool, Alex. Well, Swimming with Sharks, I never heard of that, but Tony Scott in True Romance, the producer Lee Donowitz, that is Joel Silver. Tony Scott
Mm.
made that character in the movie after him, all coked up and everything. Yeah, Marked for Death ain't getting anything because Disney owns it. It ain't getting on streaming. It ain't getting. You can forget about it. You're damn right.
Oh, thank you, Nippy. Last good seems drawn Van Damme movie to you. I'll think about that for a minute. So if Fabio has an answer, feel free, but let me think about that for a minute.
The last Van Damme movie I really liked was
For
probably
me, I'll say Van Damme Six Bullets,
yeah.
and then Seagal.
But Six
Urban
Bullets.
Justice and Pistol Whipped, I didn't mind for what they were.
Okay, the last one I really liked with Van Damme was Six Bullets, but I did like him a lot in Enemies Closer and Welcome to the Jungle, but he wasn't the star of those movies.
Yeah.
But everything that he's done since Six Bullets is very forgettable and very disappointing. Pound of Flesh was very disappointing because that could have been really good. Uh, the rest of them are just very forgettable movies. Seagal, that I definitely have to look up. I couldn't tell you what the last Seagal movie that I really liked was.
Yeah, that's tough. For me, I'll say Urban Justice and Pistol Whipped for me.
Because again, most of these are just the drizzling shits, in the words of Jim Cornette. Yeah, I would say Urban Justice and Pistol Whip because they came out around the same. But everything since that, Kill Switch, all these Driven to Kill was okay. I didn't mind that one. The Keeper was okay. A Dangerous Man was all right. So those three, but I mean, if I had to choose, would I really watch them if I had to? No. But yeah. But I'll never forget I'm looking at it since I have it up. Force of Execution. That was the first movie he did with the goatee, the fake goatee. I bought that like the day it came out at Walmart. I watch it. I said, I have to stop doing this to myself. I can't do this anymore. It's just they're getting worse and worse, and he's getting fatter, and now he's got fake facial hair, and I can't. I gotta get sober off of these movies. I'll just go back and watch Under Siege again. Yeah, because we need Heat 2 and Face Off 2.
Yeah, Seagal went straight to the Dollar Tree. Yeah.
Yes, he did. And then he tried to grow his ponytail back out for a little bit. That was weird. No, The Bouncer was very disappointing with Van Damme. Maximum Conviction was okay with it was more Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like him more in that movie. Seagal didn't really do much. I'd love to hear Stone Cold's thoughts. What was it like working with Steven Seagal? I never saw that son of a bitch. We were never together.
Yeah, I don't care what James Cameron thinks Preminator.
Does anyone think what he thinks? This is the guy that complained about Last Action Hero because it had scenes of a kid shooting a gun, but John Connor is reloading guns and cleaning guns and handing guns to people. Okay. Pointing guns to people. Okay. But Last Action Hero is a problem. I guess, like you say all the time, I guess Linda Hamilton took his balls in the divorce.
That's what it seems like. I don't know. Someone told me Seagal was going to do another movie, but I haven't heard anything of it.
He's doing one with Viking Samurai.
Oh.
And guess who's producing it? Retro Gold. That'll be $80. I'm definitely not spending $80 on shipping for that.
No.
James Cameron died, as far as I'm concerned, when he did Titanic.
Does Viking Samurai do videos anymore?
I don't think so. Or if he does, he went downhill very quickly, at least in my opinion. I don't care what anyone says.
No, I don't. I mean, I love to hear more. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, hey guys, a bunch. Yeah. Shut up. Like when he first started, it was cool. Then he was interviewing people and stuff. That was cool. And then for what I don't know why, I don't know the man, but for whatever reason, he's like, I'm gonna start doing political videos. And I'm like, okay, that's probably not a good idea. And he only did a couple, and then he stopped doing that. And then he was supposed to fight Shane Mosley. That never happened. And then um, he's like fighting all these other people. None of these fights happened. Now he's starring in all these shitty movies like The Last Kumite, and now it's just him promoting. Like the last video he did was 2 weeks ago, and he was promoting these shitty movies that he's in, and that's it. And then he interviewed Bay Logan, which people got mad about because Bay Logan may or may not have done certain things. Again, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I wasn't there.
Right.
They were talking about Michael Biehn because Michael Biehn talked shit about him on his podcast, and then they talked, and then they made up, and everything was fine. And yeah, so he went downhill very quickly.
Yeah, Bloodstorm looks awful. I saw that.
Yeah, Bloodstorm and Elite Target. So he's just ripping off all these old movies now, and I didn't even bother to watch The Last Kumite. So many people, when that first came out, asked me about that.
It's not worth.
Why the fuck would I want to watch that?
It's really not worth your time. Like Bloodstorm, I remember asking a question: why does this film look fuzzy? And I didn't get an answer. I'm like, why?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's why.
It's like the picture quality is fucking fuzzy for some reason.
Because everybody thinks they can make a movie. I can make a movie. No, you can't. No, you can't.
They're wrong.
Stay at McDonald's or wherever you're at. We don't need any more film directors.
But I don't want to keep Fabio on for too long, and I have some stuff I need to do too. But thank you, Jamral, for the request. A lot of fun to watch this with Fabio. Hadn't seen this film in a while. Still holds up. Again, always great to talk with Fabio. Great guy on here. So, for those, thank you for stopping by and taking your time. This will be archived like the rest, so feel free if you came in later to watch from the beginning and such. As for me, tomorrow I'll be back on here with the Uncle Bill Stump and Mark tier list on horror TV shows, 9 p.m. Central, so that'll be fun. And much more videos to come. But once again, Fabio, thanks for taking your time to do this. And we will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Have a good night and safe weekend. Bye-bye.